I'm Coco.
This is Alex. And I'm Zoe. Hey, Mommy. Guess what day is today?
Just by walking down the street and looking at the storefront, I tell you that someone big is coming to visit the town.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to my present.
Oh man, I wish I could keep my naivety like this.
Mommy, what are you saying?
Well, I'm just sighing.
Why are you sighing, Mommy? Don't you like Christmas?
I do. I enjoy this warm holiday for sure. But it's only the timing that reminds me of Tai Ji Men 4's case.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Mom, you just told us a few days ago. Wait, could it be?
You guessed right. It happened 25 years ago, just a few days before Christmas.
So there hasn't been a warm Christmas Eve since then? Oh my goodness. I never imagined, Mom, that human rights violations would even make Christmas impossible.
The whole thing was ruined like that.
The past 2 years have painfully demonstrated the intolerable cost of soaring inequalities. Equality is at the heart of human rights. That doesn't mean we must all look the same, think the same, or act the same. Quite the opposite. It means that we embrace our diversity and demand that all be treated without any kind of discrimination. That no matter who we are, who we love, or where we live, we have equal opportunities to live in dignity and to pursue our dreams. That from the moment we are born, anywhere on this planet, we have the same rights to life, health, and education, to speak our minds without fear, to enjoy our days in a healthy environment. All of us. Equality is about empathy and solidarity, about understanding that as a common humanity, our only way forward is to work together for the common good. But the inequalities inflamed by COVID-19 are pushing us backwards. It is about time we push back and bring them down. On this Human Rights Day, I invite you to join me in lending your name and your efforts to equality, so that we can recover better, fairer, and greener from this crisis, so that we can rebuild societies that are more resilient and sustainable, so that we can stand up for human rights for all.
The reality that many identical human rights inequities occur everywhere in the globe through various ways highlights the value of respect and equality. Equality is empathy and solidarity, and it keeps human progress from disintegrating because of its diversity. And it's just like the Tai Ji Men 4's case. We discover the truth when we get down to it, and then we make the necessary apologies and remediation. And this is not a great shame. I believe Santa prefers honesty and bravery to lies and stubbornness.
I agree. As our good friends, they will tell us the same thing.
We asked you and those following us by Zoom or YouTube to be here today for a very important human rights case. It's now several years I have spoken in various fora, including international human rights events and academic conferences about the Tai Ji Men case. And I'm always afraid that some misunderstanding may happen, because I fully understand it will be a logical reaction to say that's a very complicated Taiwanese tax law, so let's take it to Taiwanese lawyers and they should solve it. But that's a total misunderstanding. It is not, and it never was, a pure tax case. As we said, it's on two accounts a human rights case. First, it's a human rights case because the first human right is freedom of religion or belief. And this case started in 1996 when there was a massive denial of freedom of religion or belief in the post-authoritarian Taiwanese context. Whatever happened in subsequent years derives from this fundamental violation of freedom of religion and belief and continues to be, to this very day, a violation of freedom of religion or belief. As Willy Fautré said, it is also a violation of human rights because it's a case of administrative corruption. As the United Nations have recognized, corruption is a violation of human rights. It prevents citizens from enjoying their human rights. And so it's a serious problem of corruption. Even the US State Department, in their yearly human rights report, they praise Taiwan in many accounts, and rightly so, but they say Taiwan has a problem of bureaucratic corruption it should solve. And the Tai Ji Men case is a case where human rights of the Tai Ji Men community were violated through corruption. Is it a tax case? Is it a human rights case? But it's not an academic question, it's a very practical question. Because if it was a pure tax case, that's something to be solved by Taiwanese lawyers. Why bother to come to Washington, D.C. and discuss this case? Well, the answer is precisely because it's not primarily, and certainly it's not exclusively a tax case. It's a case of human rights. It is an established, recognized principle that it is the right and the duty of the international community to protect human rights. And it's needed that the international community takes an interest, as it is doing, and takes a stand in the violation of the Tai Ji Men human rights in Taiwan. Let me conclude with a personal remarks. I'm Italian, and in Italy we have this expression of a dialogue of deaf people. Two deaf people try to talk to each other, but they cannot have a dialogue. So in this case, we have, on the one hand, the Tai Ji Men dizzy. Many Taiwanese scholars from leading universities, they are not dizzy, but they have written about this case. And growingly, dozens of international scholars and human rights activists who have participated in conferences and seminars and webinars about the Tai Ji Men case, and they all say, look, it's a question of freedom of religion or belief, and it's a question of human rights. And on the other hand, we have the Taiwanese authorities, which said, sorry, but for the year 92, the statute of limitation has expired, so there is nothing we can do. But this is false because it's an internationally recognized principle that when gross violations of human rights are acknowledged, the situation should always be rectified. And if there is no administrative remedy, there is always a political remedy. that we live in an historical moment when Taiwan needs a maximum of support from its international friends. But a precondition for this support to be effective is for Taiwan to put its own house in order and get rid of these ghosts of its authoritarian past, settle the scores of the authoritarian past, and solve the cases coming from the authoritarian past. And today, the biggest score to be settled, the one generating the most massive domestic and international protest, is the Tai Ji Men case. It is not because we are against Taiwan, it's the contrary. It's because we are friends of Taiwan and we want to protect Taiwan in a moment of need that we ask Taiwan, please get rid of this problem which is damaging you in a crucial historical moment for you. Get rid of this problem, get rid of your bad past, walk in the path of democracy and solve the Tai Ji Men case.
This is a very clear hint. Taiwan must first mend its ways before appearing on Senta's good list and receiving the big gift of moving to the world arena and making international allies. Next, let's take a look at some of our young friends who are desperate for a safe and sound Christmas. Despite their youth, they see the truth and mistakes in a fabricated scenario. And this time, for being experienced the inequity, they turn their wishes into music for the world.
Let's have Molly, Laura, Wesley, and Maggie. Check it out and have fun.
My name is Molly. We are Tai Ji Men 弟子. I like to go to Tai Ji Men because brothers and sisters are like my family. We play together and practice Qigong together. Our Sifu not only teach us how to practice Qigong, but also taught us to spread love and peace. This is a place for our positive energy. We all know it is so important to tell right from wrong. But sometimes our future violated their conscience and did a bad thing to Tai Ji Men. Today is Christmas Eve. We hope the government will listen to our voice and correct their mistake right away. Don't make Santa sad.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kids. Good tidings for Christmas and Happy New Year. Hello everyone, my name is Wesley. I am 5 years old. Today I will tell you all my Christmas wish. I hope Santa Claus can give me a gift. When I grow up, I can practice Qigong with Mom and Dad. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.
You better watch out. You better not bet. Better not lie. I'm telling you what. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's evil and greedy. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's
sees you what you've done. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
Hello everyone, my name is Maggie. I'm a Tai Ji Men弟子. Tai Ji Men is a big family full of warm, happy, and positive energy. My 师父, 掌门人 of Tai Ji Men, Dr. Hong Daozi, always reminds me to do good deeds and stop from doing bad. Think positively and stay kind, which have cultivated me a better person now. Over the years, through the Tai Ji Men Goodwill Culture Group, we have visited 101 countries around the world to promote love and peace, hoping to help people find a sense of belonging in their hearts. However, Tai Ji Men has been under the 25-year-long wrongful persecution and illegal taxation by the Taiwan government, which seriously violated the human rights of freedom of religion or belief, as well as the property and personal freedom. I think our country's law and tax administration system has a big problem. The illegal tax bill was not rectified, and the sacred land of Tai Ji Men was auctioned off, possibly taking away people's property. How can government officials do this? I'm glad that Santa Claus is coming to Taiwan soon. I hope Santa will hear my wish, check his list carefully, find out who are the good guys and who are the bad guys. The justice prevailed. Immediately rectify the Tai Ji Men case and finally protect all the good people in the world. This is my sincere wish.
At these ages, they are forced to enter the complexity of adults early and have to worry about the world. It's heart-wrenching. I really wish they have more time to enjoy the wonder of childhood. This Christmas, I hope Santa Claus can bring conscience and love to people all across the world. With the foundation of conscience and love, people are able to grow inner peace, empathy, and solidarity. Face the mistakes and truly fix them, so that the world can return to the right track and the next generation may have a brighter future.
Mom, we have made up our minds.
Made up for...
We decided to change our wishes for something special from Santa, and it's not in the store. Now hit me, oh, it's officially Christmas, and I'm officially yours. I'm officially wishing for something not in store. It's already December, the snow's falling too, and all of the sun underneath you. It's officially Christmas, now that I'm with you.
is a shining smile of kindness, who makes you